I'm going to share with you my thoughts on a tweet that I was interacting with on Twitter with an individual who's working in the adult industry. And my sharing this with you will help you become more enlightened as to how to manage expectations with the opposite sex and interact in a professional manner, communicate professionally, and what it is to actually be a professional communicator, and the psychology of how men and women communicate differently in one very particular way. And so this woman is in the adult industry, and she tweeted something to the effect, I'm paraphrasing, and I'm going to share what she actually tweeted on the caption below this video. She said that when men say that how much, or actually what services do you provide? If he says what services do you provide, the woman interprets it, or at least she interprets it as he's trying to take as much value from you for as little money as possible, trying to take what he can squeeze out of you. And then she said further, if a man asks, can I spend time with you? When are you available? Then he values you as a person, per this individual. She imagines that then if he says that, then he values her as a person. I think this is a tremendous mistake. Huge mistake. And the reason why is because she is projected. Now we humans, we project. We project that there's a fundamental error in communication, that men project that when they communicate with women, that women communicate with men as men, like men. Women also project. Women think that they communicate with men and they communicate with men as women, imagining that men communicate like women. So in essence, you must communicate with the opposite sex as if they were the opposite sex and in the ways that they'd like. Now, you can't know this because even the opposite sex communicate differently within their own sexes. And so the efficient and essential way you want to communicate with people is to find out how they communicate and go with that. And so this particular person, she projected that when someone asks, what service do you provide? She imagined a lot of things, which maybe through her experience, that she imagined a lot of negative things about that person. But in truth, and my reply to her was this. My reply to her that when a man asks what services you provide, he's probably wondering, more than likely, he's wondering what agreements you can make and what opportunities can you both facilitate with each other in a professional relationship. Let me say that in a different way. When a man asks, what services do you provide? He's probably wondering what opportunities can you both have as a professional relationship, what you can both build and what things you align in. Maybe he's looking for something you may not provide, and so no one wants to waste their time on that. You wouldn't want to waste your time on somebody that you don't know what you're looking for and you'd like to know what they're looking for. But then the person just doesn't want to communicate in a very specific way. And that's exactly what a professional is. As your job as a professional in any relationship, in any endeavor, especially in a professional one. But this applies in a personal relationship. This applies with your friends, this applies with your colleagues. It's called expectation management. And it's especially important in a professional relationship where you want to outline the details of the professional relationship. And so what you could do is you outline what you provide and find out, is that good for you? Is that something you're looking for? So, you remember I told you in the beginning that men and women project and that women communicate and men communicate differently in this one particular way? You see, men and women grew up differently and with different ethical codes and moral codes. Now everybody, even in the same sexes, grew up with different ethical codes and moral codes, but as a general standard, women are raised with this ethical code of what daddy doesn't know won't hurt him. What daddy doesn't know won't hurt him. And the guys aren't taught that. Guys aren't taught what daddy doesn't know won't hurt you. Guys are taught differently. Guys are taught your word is your bond. Your word is your bond. Women aren't taught that. And so women learn something called equivocation. Equivocation is changing the meaning of things. It's like when Bill Clinton was asked, did you have sexual relations with that woman? And Bill Clinton said no. Bill Clinton was being very specific. Bill Clinton was saying that getting a blowjob is not sexual relations. That is called equivocation, changing the meanings of things to suit your needs, to suit your communication. Equivocation is like when the father asked his daughter, "Why are you coming home at 12 a.m. in the morning? Why are you coming home late? Did you have sex?" To which the daughter said, "What do you mean, Dad? I don't have any boyfriends. How could you say that?" Her having no boyfriend means she couldn't possibly have sex. So there are two things you can take away from this. Number one is manage expectations of people, especially in a professional relationship, but not only in a professional relationship. Manage expectations of your friends, of your colleagues, of especially your significant partner, and allow them, communicate with them what they can expect, what you both align in and what you both don't align in, what they can expect, what they can't expect, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. And be good at communicating that and practice for yourself communicating that. And the other takeaway from this is communicate with people presuming that there are different people growing up with different ethical codes and moral codes. Even siblings that grew up in the same home have different ethical codes and moral codes. There are different things they think is right and different things they think is wrong. Along with their personality and their character, every single person is fantastically different. This is wonderful. And so you communicate with people presuming that they're individuals, that they're into their own things, and you find out how they communicate, how they can appreciate communication, and then go from there. Try to stay away from projection. Projection is to project onto the other people, onto other persons, what you believe how they'd like to communicate, what you believe the way you communicate, the way you like things, and therefore you communicate with them presuming they like those very same things, which is a fantastic, tremendous mistake. If you have any questions, by the way, send me in the comments below or send me a message. And if you want more information about personal development, communication development, relationship management, or social dynamics skills, go to greatrelationshipsyou.com or go to the link on my bio. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.